Summer might be winding down, but there is still time for a great cocktail. North of Bourbon in Germantown brings together Louisville's bourbon culture with New Orleans-inspired food. And here to tell us more is beverage director Emma. She's joining us in the GDL Chenoweth Appliances kitchen. You brought the ultimate spread with you today, because what better than having a cocktail at 9:22 in the morning, right?
I'm ready.
So for those who have never been out to North of Bourbon, it has been a hot minute since I've been out there. How would you kind of describe the experience for people?
I think it's like classic Southern flavors with a little bit of a Creole, Cajun heart to it. We have a really nice bar with like over 300 bottles of bourbon, and then you can enjoy like well-crafted cocktail and also a really nice meal.
Yeah.
Lots of shared plates and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I love how the atmosphere, it's so quaint. It's actually like a pretty small restaurant in there, but these big bourbon barrel booths that you have, and you're going to want to grab your reservations because they book up so quickly.
We're tiny.
But that's great, which I love so much. So your summer menu has been out for quite a while now, but these cocktails are fantastic. So you're actually going to make 2 of them today.
Yes.
So which one are we going to start with?
Probably just go ahead and start with the Shandy, which is the one in the beer glass there. Both of these are going to be lower ABV cocktails to kind of nice sip on. You can crush a couple if you want to, but it's not going to get you messed up.
Yes, and would you say that that's pretty popular nowadays when people are ordering, is like those lower ABV cocktails?
Yeah, I think so. I think the like no and low trend is pretty taken off. I like to have a couple options on the menu just in case, you know, because we are a bourbon bar, but
yeah, we like options.
yeah, exactly.
So I see you added some wild turkey in there, but what is the one that you just added to there?
This is Amaro Montenegro, which is an Italian Amaro. It's going to have a little bit of orange peel and vanilla flavors to it.
Okay.
And then the wild turkey rye is infused with black pepper, which we sous vide to make at North Bourbon. But if you want to make it at home, you can just put a bunch of crushed black pepper and let it sit overnight or something like that.
Making it really easy.
Yeah. And then a little bit of a honey syrup and a rosemary lemon cordial. Just basically like rosemary simple syrup and lemon juice.
Making it easy, once again.
Exactly, yes.
And you added it all to a shaker.
Yes. And then it gets topped with Hopatomica's lager.
Oh, yeah.
Who are our neighbors. This is called the Smoketown Shandy as a nod to all of the Shotgun Shandy. As a nod to all of the shotgun houses in Smoketown, Germantown neighborhood.
Yeah.
This one you could build in the glass again if you're making it at home, but we shake it to add a little more dilution, make sure everything's super homogenized.
Yeah, a little aeration.
Exactly.
And so you are the beverage director, but you actually collaborate a lot with your bartenders. So how long did it take to really craft this summer menu?
I personally like to spend like about a month. Like right now I'm kind of getting started on fall menu, which will be like end of September.
Yeah, which I'm most excited for, by the way.
I love a fall menu. But like from idea to printed menu that we're serving, I would say like a month and a half is usually what my timeline looks like.
Gotcha. We're topping it off with that Hopatomica right there.
Exactly. And
looks
then
beautiful in the glass.
We garnish this with just a lemon wheel.
There we go. All right, what's the second one that we're going to make?
And then we also have a spritz on the menu that is a bourbon-based spritz, which I feel like it's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
To keep it like super light still. I'm getting ahead of myself here. It's a blackberry mint lemon spritz.
Oh, okay.
With another Amaro in it. This is a wine-based Amaro, Posubio, right here. that has a pretty strong berry note to it.
Would you say it's a little bit more sweeter then, more on the sweeter side?
That is balanced out pretty well with the chinar that we also have in there.
Okay.
Which is going to be a digestif with a little bit of bitterness. So it's still like a spritz, still light. It's going to be, you know, have a sweetness to it. But it's not like hurting your teeth sweet.
Right. Yeah, because sometimes when you order a spritz, sometimes you do get those bitter notes that come through. That's why people like to drink them, of course.
Right.
Which with the blackberry, I'm sure it's going to add that little bit of sweetness too.
Yeah.
So talking about your summer menu, what other cocktails can people enjoy while they're out there?
We have a pretty large old-fashioned menu. We keep it at 5 usually.
Which is a lot.
Which is a lot of old-fashioned to
Yeah.
have all at once. And 2 of those are going to be like just our house standard old-fashioned, and then another one is a brown buttered washed old-fashioned that we keep on the menu all the time. And then we rotate out 3 seasonally.
Okay.
But we also have a little bit of a not bourbon section, which there's a really nice tomato cocktail on there right now.
Okay.
That I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
Also very summery. Yeah, I try to make sure there's something for everybody.
Yeah, whether you want something more bourbon forward, if you want something more sweet or no alcohol, either way,
Exactly.
you got
yeah,
something for everyone.
We do have a little mocktail menu too, which is also nice.
All right, perfect way to end this segment right here. So thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, if you're interested in making those reservations, checking out their menu, their fall menu is going to be out before you know it. Just head over to northofbourbon.com to learn more.